Ted Bundy did not act like a psycho. He was charismatic. He was very bright.
He's not the great, sly killer that people thought he was.
Ted Bundy was one of the most inhuman, vicious monsters that we've...
He was not the kind of person that would provoke suspicion.
I'm not guilty. Does that include the time I stole a comic book when I was 5 years old?
He got away with these murders, not because he was so smart, but because monsters are supposed to look like monsters.
I'm not afraid of him. He just doesn't look like the type to kill somebody.
They definitely didn't look like Ted Bundy.
He seemed to be a talented, articulate, normal guy. He had what people call the mask of sanity. There were two Bundys, the outside Ted and the inside Ted. And although we cannot be certain when the one ascended over the other, we do know that he was going to live his life of murder.
In July of 1974, Ted Bundy is implicated in the disappearance of 8 Washington women in the past 5 months.
Ted Bundy was arrested on August 16, 1975, in a small town called Granger, Utah.
An off-duty highway patrol officer saw a Volkswagen Bug driving very slowly with its lights on around a residential neighborhood in the middle of the night. The individual identified himself as Theodore Robert Bundy, and in his vehicle were things that one might use to commit crimes.
An electrical cord, which Bundy would use for choking. He also had rope for binding hands and feet.
All of the victims were in their late teens or early 20s and had similar physical descriptions. The bodies that were recovered were all naked.
I think what fascinated me the most was what other people thought about him. The family and his friends really thought that he was a very good stand-up guy.
We still don't believe it. It just can't be. Our son is the best son in the world. A very normal, active boy.
Extraordinary experience because I'm a pretty strong-willed person. But, you know, believe it or not, it was the body that was strong, but the mind that was weak. I mean, I didn't want to get caught, but I knew it would happen, but I was just so tired and just said, well, let's just see what happens. And a fluke, actually, they stopped me.
After his escape in June 1977, Ted Bundy is sent back to jail in Glenwood Springs, Colorado, to wait to stand trial for the murder of Karen Campbell.
Three weeks after being on the run, Bundy stole a van and drove 100 miles east.
He stopped in front of a school in Lake City. Kim Leach, who was 12, Bundy grabbed her. And a man who witnessed it just simply thought it was an angry parent taking his child from the school. That was his last murder.
Bundy ran from the officer, and he ran after him, tackled him, and that was the end of Ted Bundy. As we think about it years later, it's too bad he didn't pull out his gun and shoot him.
There was hairs and fibers in the van that matched Kimberly Leach and matched Ted Bundy.
Investigators finally conclude that not only have they captured the man responsible for 6 homicides and assaults in their state, they have captured one of the most heinous criminals in America. After confessing to the murders of at least 30 young women across the country between 1973 and 1978, one of America's most prolific serial killers Ted Bundy is scheduled to be executed by electric chair on January 24th, 1989. He has become infamous not only for his murders, but for his characterization in the press as unusually smart and handsome.
Have you ever physically harmed anyone?
Ever physically harmed anyone? No.